Justin and Hailey Bieber have definitely been through the most because their marriage is always under a microscope. Well, it hasn't been quite easy for Hailey, and she's quite open about the struggles of staying married to Justin. What exactly did she reveal? And how does anything put their marriage in danger? In November 2021, Hailey and Justin Bieber gave one of their most candid interviews on the In Good Faith with Chelsea and Judah Smith podcast. And for the first time, Hailey really opened up about what it's like to be married to Justin, especially because of his mental health struggles. In the conversation, Hailey talked about how hard it seems when they have to deal with Justin's mental struggles, saying, "I remember I called my mom a few different times, one particular time when we were in Brooklyn, and I was calling her, I was crying, and I was like, I just can't do it. There's no way I'm going to be able to do this if it's going to be like this forever." Well, she did say at the end that she decided to stay with Justin, but other than Justin's mental health struggles, Hailey's opened up about a couple of times in the past about how difficult it is to stay married to Justin. Hailey and Justin did an interview with Vogue where Hailey said, "The thing is, marriage is very hard. That is the sentence you should lead with. It's really hard." As Hailey explained, when she got married in 2018, she was insanely young, and marital life with Justin required some difficult adjustments. Then, in a September 2019 interview with Vogue Australia, Hailey was asked about her comment in which she said marriage is really hard. She explained that she had said that when she and Justin were first married, adding that marriage was always going to be hard and requires work. Again, on their Facebook Watch show, The Biebers on Watch, she talked about the obsession with the haters when they were asked to explain how they managed to be a couple when everyone felt like they had a say in their relationship. Hailey said it was really hard to deal with everything and that all that trolling made her feel like less of a woman. Also, in her April 2021 GQ interview, Justin opened up about their marriage, saying, "The first year of marriage was really tough because there was a lot. Going back to the trauma stuff, there was a lack of trust. There were all these things that you don't want to admit to the person that you're with because, well, it's scary. You don't want to scare them off by saying, 'I'm scared.'" In the interview, Justin also admitted that the months leading up to the marriage were the worst. He acknowledged that his mental health hit rock bottom and he used drugs to cope. And he got so intense that the security team had to sneak into his room every night while he was on tour just to make sure he still had a pulse. For Hailey, being married to Justin also means that she has to put up with Selena shippers who rarely gave her any peace. So, just to mention a few instances with Selena doors went after Hailey. Days after doing that, Justin was photographed crying uncontrollably while driving around with Hailey. Allegedly, he was on his way to see his pastor to discuss his feelings about Selena Gomez's health, and Selena Tours pointed out that it was a sign that Hailey was not right for him. A source also told Radar Online months after they got married, Justin hired a church pal to help keep him on the right track, which in other words meant keeping him away from other women. And although he stayed faithful, the source said that he was still communicating with Selena, and that had strained the relationship with Hailey. The relationship was also threatened in August 2019 when Hailey posted a photo with Justin and captioned it, "My only Bubba." One fan commented on the photo, "He will leave you alone one day and he will go to Selena." And in another instance, in December 2020, a Selena tour told people to go after Hailey during a planned Instagram Live and asked them to storm her live with comments about how Selena is better. As recently as 2021, Met Gala, according to videos that surfaced on social media, Selena's fans made their presence known by chanting her name at Justin and Hailey as they walked the red carpet.
He won't even hold her hand! Oh.
That's sad. There's also been speculation over the years that Hailey and Justin's marriage is difficult because Justin is usually rude to Hailey. For instance, in July 2021, a video of Justin and Hailey walking through the Wynn Hotel in Las Vegas with security went viral on TikTok. And to some people, it looked like Justin was yelling at Hailey at the top of his voice. In another video that surfaced in January 2020, Justin was walking out of the car and he immediately slammed the door in Hailey's face. Well, he may may not have known that Hailey would walk out through the same door, but fans pointed out that Justin didn't even look back to check if Hailey was okay. And in the video, Justin really looked pissed off at Hailey. In a different video that also made rounds at the same time, Justin was trying to avoid his fans and the paparazzi by skating away, and according to fans, it looked like he forgot that he was there with Hailey. In fact, the backlash actually got worse after Hailey tripped and fell as she tried to escape the paparazzi to get to Justin, and it keeps getting worse. In another video, Justin was spotted slapping Hailey across the face, and it looked like they were just joking around. Fans weren't happy, and they bombarded Justin with comments about how he should never lay his hands on his wife like that, especially in public. Justin was also rude to Hailey in February 2020 when they were at an arcade. Hailey shared how she had won a game, and Justin literally screamed at her.
Baby, I wasn't trying!
I beat you, accept it!
Another incident happened in May 2020 when Hailey and Justin had a live video where they opened up about how they cope with Lyme disease. During the conversation, a fan asked Justin how he was coping with the disease, and Hailey chipped in to explain how hard it was for them. Then, Justin literally cut her short and said that a fan asked him and not Hailey. Then he told his wife,
"They're asking me because it's my Lyme disease. It's not your Lyme disease. Are you
No,
worried
but
about my Lyme
no.
disease?"
I don't know about you guys, but this was way out of line. Fans who said that Justin totally disrespected Hailey when he did another live video with Hailey and told her during the conversation,
"If you weren't so hot, I would have got rid of you a long time ago."
He apparently disrespected Hailey again in December 2020 when he posted a video of himself singing how lonely he was, and Hailey took a moment to comment, "My jaw on the floor." It was just supposed to end at that, but Justin replied, "Your jaw's other places too, let's be honest." Fans pointed out that this was completely unnecessary for him to post such a comment about Hailey on social media. Oh, and it goes on. At one point, fans said that Justin didn't really love Hailey when a TikToker made a video of Justin avoiding Hailey's hand and captioned it, "Imagine your husband getting tired."
Babe, I can't, don't touch me right now.
Another incident was a clip that showed Justin and Hailey kissing then. When Justin turned his face toward the camera and away from Hailey, he wiped his lips. Yes, yikes. So yeah, it's not easy being married to Justin, and according to fans, Hailey understands that pretty well. But the big question is, will she choose to stay with Justin forever? Do you think Justin treats Hailey badly? And what are your thoughts on everything Hailey said about being married to Justin? Sound off in the comment section below.